And we are back, Chiefs Kingdom. Welcome to another episode of Kingdom Cast. This your host, formerly known as Bad Luck Chuck, at CPN for the win on any social media platform that you find. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share all your social media platforms. Here are the fellas here, my guy Country on the top right, D Mac on the bottom left for Tell the Truth, Trey from the Red Shirt Pod on the bottom right. We may have more reinforcements later on, but as everyone knows, the season has officially come to an end. We still got a few games left, but for the first time in quite some time, the Chiefs will not be in the playoffs. As they lose to the Chargers 16-13. The Chargers swept us for the first time since 2013. Good for them. They finally have something to celebrate for a change. But as far as us is concerned, it was one of the years that everything just did not go according to plan, man. Like everything didn't
The
fall in
season
place.
from hell.
Yeah. Um, you know, I just gotta say this, man. I gotta say this, man. I'm gonna put the camera on me for a second.
Oh,
Oh
like,
shit.
All right.
I get what's up,
Yeah, I
people.
got a summer
Here we
jam
go.
this one. So here's the thing, Chiefs can listen.
They go
It's been a great run. You know what I'm saying? Like 7 years, we dominated the National Football League. Got three Super Bowls out of it. Been in Super Bowl 5 times. It was AFC Conference Championship game or Super Bowl every year. But this year the reality is that we may need to refresh some things. Um, I'm gonna start things off with the coaching staff. The coaching staff failed this team this year,
Matt
and I'm not
Nagy.
just gonna.
One, two.
And listen, I'm not gonna say just him because listen. First off, let's start off with Matt Nagy because I've said this from the get go when we decided to promote the offensive coordinator. I didn't like him in Chicago, and I didn't like him when they brought him back here because I told
Did you like
people.
him before he left?
Anyway, I told
he was
people,
okay with him earlier.
I told people that the offense would get progressively worse the longer he was here, and here we are, man. And I also said this: the way they game planning week in and week out, the way they are calling plays for Patrick, he was eventually going to get seriously hurt. And here we are. He got seriously hurt. It's unfortunate. Praying for you, 15. Hope you get well soon. You've been doing a lot. You've done a lot for the city. You've done a lot for this franchise, organization, and all that good stuff. Hope your recovery goes well, and I hope moving forward, we get things in order. But with that being said, man, I just looked at the sideline just from watching the game on TV. I just looked at the sideline like something was just off. Like it just looked like the guys weren't all the way together. Defensively, they was cool, despite their flaws. They struggled in the pass rush. Their third long defense wasn't great for the second year in a row. But in spite of that, there was many games this year when the defense gave the offense many opportunities to either close out the game or come back and win the game. But offensively, like guys just weren't united at all, man. Like nobody's on the same page. And it just felt like cats were just tired of each other, man. Cats were just tired of each other. That's why I'm gonna leave it at right there. And yeah, to your point about Patrick getting receivers killed, yeah, there was a bit of that yesterday. I didn't know what was up with that, man. Like the Chargers clearly was locked in on them slants, bro. And it was kind of a common thing this year, man. Like you had opposing teams coming out saying the Chiefs are predictable. We know what they want to do and all that stuff, and the Chiefs didn't adjust, man. The coach was just like, "We're gonna do it this way," and that's that. And here we are. We 6-8. We're not gonna be in the playoffs, and we're doing my drafts earlier than usual. So it is what it is. Offensively, here's my thing. Patrick has been great for this organization, no doubt in my mind. But I put this tweet up before in regards to the charts comparing OCs. I did that before. You see the stats, you see the all that, bro. Like, but the eye test don't lie with me, man. Um, the four turnovers in the red zone with Patrick Mahomes this year, and in those games, we lost all those games. I'm not saying that's the main reason why we lost, but it was part of the reason why we lost. Unfortunately, I gotta say that, man. And Patrick's normally better than that as far as taking care of the ball in the red zone. Our red zone offense in general was not great this year. Absolutely terrible. And that was another thing that I pointed out with Matt Nagy and Andy Reid duo. as far as this offense goes. Like the red zone offense is frustrating. I'm seeing in the game yesterday, I saw route concepts, bro. I'm seeing everybody run across the field to the left side of the field. Nobody is moving with Patrick when he rolls out to the right to try to bail him out of trouble. Like, I just don't get it, bro. Like, sometimes them cats run all curls, well short of sticks. Or sometimes cats just run into each other. Every three receivers in the area and they run into each other. Like, it's a problem, bro. All pretty much everybody on the coaching staff, pretty much on the offensive coaching staff, everybody is not safe, bro. I think we need a major shakeup in that area. But other than that, man, it just things didn't go our way this year. Injuries, of course. Trey, Jawan, Josh Simmons, all those guys going down. Guys getting knick-knack injuries during the game and coming back and bouncing back. Xavier Worthy, he was hurt all year. He battled. He's been battling. He's been a soldier about it. But at the end of the day, bro, we just got to regroup, man. We got to regroup. We got to shake some things up. But in the meantime, I'm going to get back to the fellas here and get everybody else's thoughts on what happened yesterday.
D-Mac was like, he wasn't expecting that.
So
I would shut Xavier Worthy down for the rest of the year. I would go ahead and let him get that surgery in. Let him go ahead and take care of that and get ready for the offseason.
I'd like to just say that Chuck was on the Summergram stream long enough to see Tua throw a pick and then the Steelers.
I was going to say, yeah, I've been watching the whole game. Watch
that kind of, I would say it was literally just insult to injury for this season to look as bad as it has, and then for it to in the final moments end with that type of injury from Mahomes that just sucked. So it's a general feeling coming out of that game. However, that game did not change anything or indicate to me anything that I had known going into it. Is that it's a bad team this year for question marks as far as the roster talent is concerned, question marks as far as the coaching staff is concerned, and question marks about how the coaching staff influences the player acquisition on this team. And so none of that changed yesterday. It just was the conclusion of what had been a slow march to it. So
win or loss, it wasn't going to change either way.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. Even if they had, and I said it, even if they had made a miracle run and somehow made the playoffs, it was not going to change because these things just have gone on for too long as far as years on end. And the fact that the byproduct this year has resulted in a bad record, that's evidence that it needs to change now.
Now, let me ask you this, D-Mac. Let's say we did somehow sneak in the playoffs at the end. Did you think do you think it was a one and done team?
Hold on. I'm
gonna get to you, Trey.
Trey about to do the
Trey. Hold on.
He about to do the Shaq meme. He'd be like, "It's 1, 2, 3."
Yeah, Trey, I got you, bro. I'm gonna get to you, but I had to ask this question.
Okay, go ahead.
Real quick. Do you think they would have been a one and done team if we had got in?
It depends on their matchup. I mean, the reality situation is pretty much everything that could have gone wrong for this team so far has resulted in them being under 500 out of the playoffs. If they had by miracle gotten to that wild card game, they could have easily won the game because they've been theoretically close. Well, that's the thing. They've been close when their offensive line hasn't been running out undrafted tackles. And that's a totally different issue. But the Texans and Chargers game's kind of thrown out. Yeah, they had been close in all these games. If they had gotten the one or two things to go their way, they probably could win one of those. I don't know if you would take them as a favorite.
All right, Trey, it's on you, man. Let's hear your thoughts about yesterday and what went wrong on the season. Why you looking crazy?
I mean, like, damn. I was like, all right, I guess we just gonna.
I had to get that off, man.
You go 1, 2, 3, not 1, 2, back to 1.
I know. I had to get that off.
Like you got to go 1, 2, 0, 1 back -4. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. I said this in a space literally right before the game even kicked off. I said this was balls to the wall. If they had still any fight in them, they would show up what it is. They would do what it is, and they'll do what they need to do. Mo, I'm gonna answer your question in a second. This team, they showed up. I said I didn't care who got the ball. Everything was going. It was okay. When we went up 13-3, I said this felt too good to be true. I said there's defense getting off the field. Offense had a first drive touchdown, which we haven't seen. I was like, oh, okay, maybe they got some type of drive into them. You know, Mahomes rushed for a touchdown, which I was like, okay, whatever gets the job done. I literally said I didn't care how it went. If you still want to be in this season, by all means. Seeing how things go in there, just watching how it went, like the defense was getting pressure. Even though we had to continuously send 5. It seemed like George kind of had a little bit more of a fire underneath them. Ashton Gelati had an interception. Things were looking right. Things were looking like, oh, okay, maybe this team has a gear in them that we just haven't seen, or that they were really just trying to hide. And as time went on, when we had that pick, that was probably one of the biggest drives where you had to get 7. And we just didn't do it. The thing is, we settled for 3 because we didn't do what we needed to do. The one thing that a lot of teams who have been successful, they have some.
Somebody playing Tetris.
Yeah, it sounds like an alarm in the background. I don't know what it is.
What is that noise?
It might be Trey's headphones, but
I'm not even have headphones, gang.
I don't know what that is.
This dude. But it's just like, honestly, as just time really went over, it's just like
it's definitely Trey. I just muted everybody except for Trey, and it's still there. Sorry.
I guess I'll go get my headphones in a second.
No, you don't have to. I was just saying that's what
it's fine. It's great, but whatever.
Still point.
The thing about
lemonade, man. Lemonade.
I haven't had lemonade at all. Come on, chill out. So, and all in all, it's just like a lot of. Number one, I'm keeping. I said this in the space earlier. I knew
Chuck, if you don't spit this out, man, what is going on with you?
Oh, when Chuck go on a soliloquy, it's fine. When Chuck go on a soliloquy, it's fine. But when I get on,
I was trying to cut him off too.
Wait, you didn't say nothing to Chuck.
At least Chuck said words. At least Chuck said words. It was too many of them, but at least he said words.
Chuck's big forehead itself got into the
How did you feel about the game, bro? That's the question.
Spit it out.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry.
I was born in a manger.
I'm sorry,
how'd you feel about the game?
John, man. God,
4 scores and 3 games
day,
ago.
No, at the end of the day, it's been when I saw Chugadra got into the game, I knew it was GG's. But I had this feeling since the Texans game. I was like, bro, this team has no fight, it has no drive. This team didn't want to win a championship. They didn't want to do what it was. Our offense, our game planning was absolutely putrid. We didn't do balance. We didn't take care of anything. It is what it is. My quarterback has a torn ACL. We got to figure out a way. I'm not rushing him back. You have to go top
No, we lost you. No.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no.
Dang, John, what you did?
Try and come back.
Hey, John.
No, come
I'm sorry. Hey, listen, we need these laughs after what happened yesterday, dog. We need some laughs today, man.
Where is Trey? It's not like this.
Man. Oh, God. All right, man.
All right, man. Let's get focused.
It's time to get refocused, man. But yeah.
Hey, man, on the real, we don't even have to talk about the game, bro. Who cares? At this point, you know how the game went. You know what happened.
Damn, now you.
Oh, come on, Trey. Come back, man. Come back, Trey. Don't leave, bro.
Trey, you can't do that, bro. Oh, Go ahead,
That was
Chrissy.
fun. It hit me. I don't know. It hit me in a weird place. I'm sorry. Pause.
Pause.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
Man, we
whoa,
know what
buddy.
happened in the game, man. They got their ass kicked. I think they showed some fight. I think they did show some energy, but it wasn't. It just wasn't a. It just never was enough this year. It just never clicked. It never. That switch was never flipped. It just never. I don't know. They just looked discombobulated. It just didn't work. And
It's
this is the results. They've been getting by on. It's easy to cover it up when it's wins, but they've been getting by for so long, and they pushed it as far as you could push it. Like 5 Super Bowl appearances, 3 wins, 7 straight AFC title games, all that. They 9 straight division titles. They pushed the rock as far as you can humanly push this rock. And it just finally, it was just too much this year. It didn't work. The luck was gone. The devil magic. I do want to address. I think the refs are like overcompensating to feel like that they're not on our team. That's ridiculous to me. Some of the calls in this game, some
Unfortunately,
of the calls the last few weeks. I'm not going to blame the refs. I'm not blaming the refs, but some of the calls over the last few weeks are horrendous. The pass interference on Tyquan Thornton that wasn't called, horrendous call. Horrendous.
awful.
Terrible call. Like, what are we doing?
Reminded me that MVS
Or
one.
terrible no call.
Yeah, the Green Bay game. Yeah, come back, Trey. The Green Bay game that man, MVS was all over him. But it is what it is, man. I mean, it's nothing to cry about. It's nothing to we've been here before. I feel like I've been here before. I've seen it before. I wasn't in the mood to see it, but it happened. And we got a lot of questions. We got a lot of questions that's going to have some harsh answers. Some people are going to have to lose their jobs.
Can I ask you a question? Because I think that many people that you battle with on a consistent basis would consider you a part of the older Chiefs fan contingent. So my question for you is, because I have a certain feeling of, for majority of my life, Chiefs haven't really obviously been on championship level. We've seen, kind of spot blips, where spots where it could have happened, like 03, where you felt like you had the team to possibly go all the way, but you didn't know for sure. And it did end up ending that way. So, like, do you feel like it's now that we known better and like experienced better, that it's okay to be frustrated with the team only after one bad year, or you don't feel that way? You're just like, hey, this is at least a better regime. We just need to appreciate it and trust that they'll get it right.
I understand your frustration. I definitely understand the frustration. I don't think I'm as frustrated as you are, which is, I feel like that's okay. I feel like we're both calling for similar things. It got to be a shakeup. It got to be some questions they need answers. I don't need coach talk. I don't need it to be talked around. It has to be answered. Connor Embry has to be answered. Andy Heck, everybody needs to be questioned. Everybody needs to be answered. I also think that Brett Veach needs more power in this organization. It got to be something. It got to be a change. No, I think it's okay to be frustrated. I respect that. You should be frustrated. We 6-8. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not ready to fire Andy Reid. I'm not ready to fire my GM. I'm not flying no airplanes. I don't want to do no banners or no shit like that. People get to that point. It's like, you know how long it took us to fly that banner? You know all the stuff that had to happen to get to that banner, and now you're 6-8, and you're like, "Whoa, we're about to rent a plane." No, you're not. No, you're not. Calm down.
It wasn't just one bad year that led to that plane going.
It was some horrible years that led to that. Like, we lost Jamal Charles and Eric Berry in consecutive weeks. We just seen this implode. We had a suicide on the facility, on the grounds of the facility. A suicide of a player. It's been a lot. It's been a lot worse. But So I get the frustration. I'm purely good with you. Oh, I know I'm Mr. Optimism. I'm really cool with you being frustrated. I'm cool with it because I'm just not at 10. Now I might be at a strong 5 though. So I want to see heads roll. So I'm at firing somebody mad. Is that cool?
Yeah, I mean, look,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the thing
fine.
about it. And so, actually, Chuck, I'm sorry if you had something specific I wanted to get to here, but I did want to go down this with country because we had talked about this or we were going back and forth on Twitter and stuff, and I'm interested because I actually think your point about Brett Veach having more power, a lot of people would either A, say is unnecessary because they believe in Reed as the power structure head, or B, would say, hey, I can't trust Brett Veach to do it. But I think it makes a lot of sense in that you got to allow your scouting department to objectively evaluate these players and take your coaching staff's input into effect as well. But it doesn't need to be the be all end all. You got to be taking talent and then having the coaches be able to develop them accordingly, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. And if you do that, then you can properly hold the front office accountable for saying, hey, you're building this team and it has talent flaws. This is on you at that point. So I think that's an underrated one. But was there anything on this list that you disagree with, I guess?
I can't read the whole list.
Let me know.
Okay. I know. I didn't want to cut Bucker. I know we had a back and forth over that one.
Yeah. Which is not on this list, to be fair. That's more of a
okay. I'm just going off because I can't even see this. Okay. Connor Embry, bye. Nice knowing you. Thanks, bro, but it wasn't working for me.
All right, so then I'll read it out to you because it's
go ahead.
Right there. I think everybody outside of Andy Heck should be replaced on the offensive coaching staff.
I'll say
it's
this
hard to argue.
I'll say this real quick about Ty Pinkston. Because there's the thing I don't get sometimes, man. Because I don't know if Ty Pinkston played running back in his previous football life in high school, college, or what. But what I do remember is that he used to play wide receiver in the National Football League. So why do you have a former wide receiver being a running back?
The sentiment is I'm trying to teach you how to be an OC. So I'm going to teach you how to do running back. I'm going to teach you how to do wide receiver.
Okay, you can learn that.
That's the sentiment of it, and that's fine and well when you're winning. You're not winning anymore.
Yeah.
So now actually sentiments don't work anymore.
And there's actually something that it's a very a good way, an understandable way of developing coaching talent in the National Football League, which if you develop the right minority talent, which Pinkston obviously qualifies for, then and you get them to have an OC job somewhere else or a head coach job somewhere else, then all of a sudden you get a third round compensatory pick for that. And there's value in being able to do that. And the fact that he specifically is not going to do the same things with Andy Heck because he realizes how valuable an offensive line coach is. And that is something that's never changed throughout football history, of course. And so he rightfully places a premium on that and doesn't want to necessarily elevate them when necessary. So that part is actually a good structure of the organization, I would say.
Big dog is here.
What's up, CJ?
So,
like you said, there's no way, and this is not fire Andy Reid. This is Nagy, Pinkston, Embry. These guys have to go out of their positions if you want to make them all the quality control coaches. If you want to have Nagy just be the quarterback coach and special assistant to the coach, whatever, fine. But they need a new OC. They need a new running back, position coach. They need a new wide receiver position coach.
CJ, what's happening, bro? We've been kind of all over the place a little bit, talking about making changes moving forward. But let's hear your thoughts about the game yesterday.
Definitely didn't want to see it end like that. That was bad to see. I think overall it's kind of been like the same theme we've seen probably since the Bills game. After that, it's probably been the same theme every week since then. Looks like things were rolling and the offense was flowing the way it should have been. That little 3-week stretch of Detroit, Vegas, and the Commanders game. A lot of things I wanted to see from the offense and from the team overall. We were trending in the right direction. But we all knew that point in time, the turning point during the season was going to be the Bills game. And ever since then, it's kind of been downhill ever since. So the way the game ended on Sunday is kind of the same way the games have been ending most of the year since then. Defense did a good enough job, kept us in the game. Offense done the thing they're not supposed to do. We turned the ball over. Other team finds a way to keep the ball and win the clock, and we lose time of possession, and lo and behold, we lose the game. So sucks to see 15 go down. He's probably the most mentally strong dude on this team. He's been through everything, winning a Super Bowl on a broke ankle, dislocating his knee, coming back, and helping us finish the season as well. So he's done everything possible to help us, this franchise, be in a better position. So I hate to see him go down like that, especially in a season where he was the only guy keeping us afloat, honestly, because the coaches weren't giving him any help, honestly. The game sucked. I mean, you don't want to see that happen, but I think this change needed to happen. Now, I didn't want to see our quarterback get hurt in the process, but we definitely needed to have a reset year. We needed to look ourselves in the mirror. I've been saying it all year. If you're not going to be accountable to yourself, then saying the things in press conferences and podcasts doesn't mean anything if you're not going to say it to yourself in the mirror. So this needed to happen. Unfortunately, 15's knee injury had to be the reason for it, but a lot of these things that needed to occur are happening now. Now we can be honest with ourselves and readjust and retool, and now we can regroup.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
that's
gonna
the thing
say
that
this.
my fault.
Go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
Chuck. My bad. Go ahead.
All right. So that's the thing that angered me, bro. Because like, after the Houston game, the stuff I heard after the Houston game, I was just like, yeah, and like what the coach has been saying in the press conference the past few weeks, I was just like, yeah, it's one of them years. They not still any confidence in me whatsoever, as far as like getting a playoff berth, and it just showed on the field. But the thing that pissed me off is that I didn't even care about the result of the game because I already knew it wasn't gonna be our year. It's the fact that Patrick got hurt near the end of the game.
Yeah,
That's what pissed me off more than anything because, like I said earlier in the show, it was gonna come to that point. The way the coaches were game planning week in and week out, have Patrick Mahomes try to bail you out every week. It was gonna come to that point where you got seriously hurt, and we're at that point. But the crazy part is that I've been seeing everybody that's seen the tweet. Him and Tom Brady, they both got seriously hurt in year 8. The only difference is Brady got hurt in the beginning of the year, Mahomes got hurt later. So I mean that was kind of eerie. But at the same time, man, it's frustrating. It was a frustrating year because we had so many opportunities to either close out the game or come back and win the game. And the offense just didn't do it, man. They didn't want it, bro.
If you were a Patriots fan, wouldn't you be worried about the current? Wouldn't you be more concerned in talking about the current run that you're on than the past? I don't really get that.
Well, I mean, we're gonna be.
What else they gonna refer to?
We're gonna be the same way.
I mean, but at the same time, we currently on a run.
Yeah,
I'm more focused on this. I don't care about what we did. I don't care about your quarterback got hurt the same way my quarterback hurt. He's better now. That don't mean what does that mean?
I mean, country, it's an intellectual thing. Like when you're talking sports with everyone, and I've told Chuck and Trey and D-Mac this all the time, you can only talk ball with certain people. Some people understand sports from a certain perspective. I kind of break fans down into 3 different sections. You got like the 60% is like the casual. They only watch football if it's on TV. If it ain't on TV, they don't care. Then you got the 30%, which is like people that care about their team and like in their city. They don't care about nobody else. They just care about what's going on. Like they care everything about the Chiefs. They don't care about no other team. Then you got the 10%ers, which are like us, the nerds. We we obsessed with football.
I'm in the 10 and the 30.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we watch pro, we watch college, high school.
20%.
We obsessed with me and Chuck would go watch a college game. It ain't got nothing to do with Kansas City. But we just
I was literally at the Elite Eight.
Me and Trey would go watch a high school
killing me
game.
with the silence.
Yeah, we were supposed to go to the Jackson game, but
I know you feel me. But that's how you break down fans. So it's like most fans don't really care about anything that has to do with the Chiefs.
D-Mac is stupid.
So when companies like
CJ's absolutely right because like this is
that's how you break down people like their intellectual part.
This is one of the earliest things when I knew I was one of them 10% fans.
I figured this out a long time ago.
I was at the Georgia-Ohio State semifinals game, and I had the opportunity to sit with the Ohio State section at the lower bowl, and I was like, nah, I'd rather go up to the 300 section and see everybody on the field at the same time. So I was like, I'm one of those types.
I'm telling you, yeah.
That's why I don't like attending games. It's too much going around the game. No, I want to watch the game. Like, shut up, please.
But most people don't care. They just want to see their team. They don't care what it looks like. They just want to win. Like, they care about the process.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is one of the ones that I know that I wasn't. Is my parents were like, no, not just me coaching, because I cared about the success of the kids. But when I'm sitting over here, like literally, Michigan and Ohio State were playing. And that game was looking like it was going to be a good game. And I told my parents, I said, no, I'm about to go watch Jackson versus Lee Summit. I'm about to go watch a high school game. And it's like out there in this cold, I didn't freeze my ass off, but it was cold as fuck. I'm sitting in there, cold, windy weather on a Saturday watching high school football.
He's obsessed with it.
Yeah. Okay, so I got a question. Bear with me for a minute. Listen to me.
Wait, country, can we finish the checklist before you take it into the question?
Can we finish the who?
The checklist.
The checklist.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Who else you got?
So we agreed on the coaching. The second one was they need a front seven overhaul. If that includes trading CJ for a haul of picks, I would be in favor, with an emphasis on athleticism, getting after the passer that represents a change in Spags mentality.
And that goes back to coaching with me, because is Spags going to lift? Spags got to lift this bias. Throw that shit out the window. It's over. It's dead. It worked for you 20 years ago. It worked. It doesn't work anymore, bro. You got to throw that out. So, trading Chris Jones would be a final resort for me. Definitely would be a last option for me.
And I'm talking first round pick, extra day 2 pick on top of it.
It's a similar situation when you're talking about Trent. Like, do I want to trade Trent? No. But if I get a first for it, I'm thinking about it for sure.
Facts.
Man,
if somebody give me a first and a second for Chris, I got to think about it. I got to.
I definitely got to think about it. I don't want to do it, but
I don't want.
Man, that whole you a chief for life. This ain't baseball.
But I mean, you can't operate like it's baseball. With all due respect to a guy like Chris Jones, and you can't operate with sentimentality when you're trying to win in a limit. And I won't say very, but a limited window that you have left with Patrick Mahomes. That's just a reality situation.
But see, this is the thing. Some of the moves, it feel like a rebuild, like some of the moves that you making.
It's not.
And I don't feel like we need. It feel like you're making a total rebuild right now.
Yeah,
and I just need to go over it.
I completely understand.
I just need to redo the deck. I don't need to do the whole.
Yeah, I completely get it, but I truly do feel like these are foundational issues, not just, hey, we're adding an addition to the house. I truly do feel that way. Now, it's not necessarily saying full on rebuild, but I'm saying the reality of Patrick Mahomes and his, outlook being in question for the beginning part of the season, and that is me putting it as softly as possible, then that gives you an extra runway where you can kind of say, hey, we're just setting up for 2027 and beyond. That's where Chris Jones is valued next year means a little bit less to you, because you can get a first and a second round pick for him to be 33 by the time that you feel like you're ready to put another championship contender on the field. So that's my thing about it. I understand it from that aspect. The offense feels a little bit more like the frivolous stuff. Like, you need a running back, you need tight end. You can use another wide receiver with juice. That'd be cool. Like, those are, outside the things. I think the foundation is really about the coaching staff from a scheme perspective on offense. But defense, especially with my next point, as far as defensive back acquisitions with real ball skills, particularly at the safety position, I think you see things in the front seven that need to change significantly and things in the back end that need to change significantly.
Yeah.
You're going to need another D-line. You're going to need another D-tackle. You're going to need another edge off the rip. The rip.
And I think you need 2 edges in a similar way at the running back position. You need 2 guys. You need one in free agency, and you need one in the draft. You really need that. And you need, in my opinion, the defensive tackle to have more of the bigger body aspect that you would pair next to Chris Jones, or in theory, no more Norman Lott, in my opinion, as well. So that would be the leaning as far as a defensive tackle guy.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 most
important. The defense, man. I think you need players on the defensive side. I think you need personnel on the defensive side. I think you need new coaching on the offensive side.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Obviously, so, that kind of do sound like a total rebuild too. That sounds like more than just a porch.
When you start to dig into it, and I know people have posted it before, I haven't done it yet, but they've just written out where the depth chart looks like as of now for players under contract next year, and that's before the cuts that you obviously have to make to be under the cap. Like, it's like, oh man, we need a lot on defense, and then we have a lot of places on offense where we feel like we can target somebody that can make us better from a weapon standpoint.
Well, Clark Hunt got to open that wallet, because you're gonna have to pay Patrick Mahomes a lot of money to bring that cap down this year.
Here's my thing. is when I look at it, like this isn't just a quick little simple fix. Like you can just say, "Oh, we're just going to spend a first round pick on a wide receiver, and it's going to be just fine." You're gonna have to make some moves. I'm not even gonna at this point. I'm not even gonna look at the chat because y'all pissing me off. But the thing about it is like at this current point in time, we've known since Omar's gone down, we weren't effective with rushing with four. Charles has been absolutely a pivotal. Charles, we love you, but go. You need. It's more, it is more of a renovation. It's more of a relock and reload than and this is why I'm like the only way I'm trading Chris is if the pool looks really, really good because Chris is still an impact changer. He still changes a lot of things to a schematic thing offensively for a lot of offenses. But the thing about it is like at this current point in time, you're gonna have to find somebody who's going to have to come in because you can't just change it and it's like, oh, we got better now. It's gonna take time. But I don't understand how people can think that, oh, all we gotta do is just make a couple changes here and here. Like this isn't Madden. This isn't just, oh, we go trade for such and such and everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna take time.
All right, so we're gonna pause the conversation for a sec here. DG, what's happening, bro? I know we've been kind of
DG wanted to get out the chat. I already knew my dog wanted to get out that because I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have done the same thing, gang. I would have done the same thing, gang. Go ahead.
All right, put some screen on DG, man. Let's get your thoughts. Let's get your thoughts on the game here today.
Can y'all hear me okay and stuff?
Yeah, you're good, brother.
You good, brother.
Look, this I really came up here to address the comments of a receiver or whatever at this point.
Don't even entertain it, gang.
No, I'm definitely going to because it's not a necessity at this point. Like I'm not saying that you can't add to this receiving room in a sense or whatever. Because I think every year you should always go out and add weapons or whatever. But to sit here and say like it's a dire need or whatever is absolutely insane when they don't even use the receivers right now that they have correctly.
It's a lazy take, DJ.
Like they haven't, and they haven't like. I need people to really understand. This is why I tell people all the time. You know, I'm not saying that like we know everything and that we see everything or whatever, but a lot of y'all bro need to tell the truth. Because we've been saying all year,
I do.
The scheme that they've been doing, the plays that they have been running are bad, bro. They're horrible. We've literally sat there and watched them on Sunday Night Football versus the Texans. Literally just run what
all hitches,
straight hitches,
right?
On third down,
bro.
Every week, bro.
And then you're calling zone beaters against man. And so I know that y'all want to sit here and try to blame the receivers and say, oh, they're not getting open or whatever. How are they supposed to get open when the plays are not being even called right? You know,
like coaching
literally. We literally sat there last week there, and we can go back and maybe this can be just one play or whatever. We sat there and watched Xavier Worthy in one-on-one coverage against Kamari Lassiter. Took him off the line.
How's D-Mac in the chat?
I can do that too.
You have man beaters in this scheme, and you don't call them, and you don't utilize your receivers in the correct way. So what's the point of going and get another receiver? It makes no sense, bro. They don't utilize the guys they have now. You know, and then the plays that they're running, people know.
Utilize or develop, unfortunately.
It's a trigger. It's a trigger word, just like running back.
Hey, I was about to say that. I was about to say that. We're running back because we're running back. This is what I'm saying about running back. I'm all for revamping the running back room, get stronger than that, but it's not gonna mean much if we're gonna have the same OC. next season.
Can we hold on? Let's just, we're not balanced, y'all. The Chiefs are not a balanced offense. We haven't been balanced since 2013. We've asked this question before we wouldn't even got live. When was the last time the Kansas City Chiefs were balanced? You think bringing another receiver is going to make us balanced?
We got a receiver on the bench right now.
That's lit. No, bring.
We got Jalen Royals, who y'all been wanting to play.
Comment back up.
Right.
And you think that bringing in Cornell Tate is going to resolve everything?
Oh, go ahead.
Y'all literally just said that 5 minutes ago in the chat.
Guys.
Don't get up here and lie now.
Guys.
I can literally scroll back in the chat and see it.
Y'all said that. I literally read somebody say Rashee Rice is a number 2 at best.
I mean, he is right now.
As of right now, fine.
A lot of people said that after
He can be coached to a 1. But
He could be. No,
He
but
could be.
But
He's in the right way.
Right now, he's
back
You
to
think?
coaching.
But my thing is, you think Cornell Tate or Jordan Tyson gonna come in and automatically be a 1?
they have the upside to be. I wouldn't say that they
So
are-
you didn't. So you didn't say it. So you just sat here and lied.
I'm done. Hey, gang, we going crazy with this one.
Am I the idiot?
Hey, Austin, why you lying about the receivers, gang? You said
You literally said you don't have any guys who can beat 1, and then you said it's the smaller receivers. We have a guy with 4.21 speed.
overall, bro. We of all the priorities on the roster, I get y'all.
Running back is number 1.
You may want some tweaks to the receiver room, like DG said. There's nothing wrong with adding talent. Of all the positions we've talked about during this whole year, you know for a fact receivers not at the top, receivers at the bottom.
Guys,
that is not our top priority. Right
this
now.
is when we just said about the 1%. The one thing we said about 1%, we watched the position. We don't just watch the players. If we watched, all of us in here have all said, "Damn, opposing linebackers don't even act like we're gonna run the ball. They don't even stunt like we're gonna at least try to run the ball.
They 5 and 7 yards off the ball.
They're 5 and 7 yards back.
I am taking the first step backwards. In my
Yes, they're taking they're taking that back pedal and going back before they go up front.
In my opinion, running back and wide receiver are similar in the fact that I think that there are avenues to add to that room that don't necessarily involve the first round pick. But if the first pick on the board is going to be best player available, and it's Cornell Tate or it's Tyson or it's Jeremiah Love, I can see the value in taking one of those guys. I truly can't.
Calm down.
Because either Tyson or Tate cracks the ball better, is better against man coverage right now, than you feel about
calm me out.
Even though I know those guys can still be used.
But it's really going to depend on if this offensive coaching staff is going to be revamped. That's what's going to depend on.
And that's the thing. Regardless of whatever moves they end up making as far as the offensive talent, I completely agree with you, Chuck. It is not going to matter unless this offensive scheme evolves and they have a different offensive coaching scheme.
It all comes down to coaching. The coaches got to change, bro. They got to change.
They do.
They got to change.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to fire Andy Reid, but bro, if you ain't willing to make these sacrifices, bro, you got to change.
This is the you have reached the point of no return, in my opinion. You have to make these changes or you got to go, because it has gotten progressively worse year over year, and you've been able to make up for it. But now that road is done, and now you got to face the consequences of saying, hey, these are the changes that need to happen, and if they don't, then you got to answer for it with your job. And I'm going to give you the chance to remake this offensive coaching staff. I'm going to give the defensive staff here a chance to reemphasize.
Offensive guy. I thought he was a defensive guy.
He's an offensive guy.
We probably need to hurry up and get in some
He would be an offensive guy, but he's not coming here.
No.
Hey, bro.
Bring Gruden in.
John,
What is
John, I'm gonna take your mic.
Sorry, you gotta relax.
What is John Gruden? What is realistically? Please tell me what John Gruden is gonna do for this offense.
And Caleb, I'll tell you what, hell gonna freeze over in 2026 because you got to go, nigga. If you not go change,
They gotta go.
you got to go. There's no choice.
Hey, there you go, Austin. That's right, buddy.
Yes, that's fine.
Because here's the thing.
That is fine.
Hold on.
Nigga, fuck off.
No. Damn, bro. Come on, Trey. Come on, Trey. That's the check, Trey. That's it. Damn, bro. Jeez.
Calm
But,
down.
Oh,
So,
but
I want to
not
ask Chuck. I want to ask Chuck I mean,
okay.
I want to ask Chuck the last
yeah. They
one.
didn't kick.
Country, the only thing I said, they need juice added at running back and tight end and the
Oh,
right guy.
yeah. They told Trey to take a chill pill. Get that man some water.
Nothing I just said.
He needs some milk.
I went to church yesterday. Y'all make me go back. You gonna make me the reason I go back.
Oh my
God. I went yesterday.
Trey, put the lemonade down. D-Mac, what'd you say?
All right, let's get refocused. Let's get
Black
refocused.
Power Trey.
They need
man.
added at running back and tight end and the right guy if it comes about.
I didn't hear nothing he said, bro.
They need juice at running back and tight end and the right guy at wide receiver.
Yes.
I agree with that.
You know what?
Yes.
They definitely need some juice at running back. I kind of want to see what a real coach can do with these wide receivers. Is that too much?
Wide receiver.
No, it's not too much.
And I think that a real coach needs to be with these wide receivers, regardless if you end up getting the right guy to come about.
Man, bring Jeremy Maclin in for coach.
I agree. Absolutely, please.
I would love Jay Maclin on the roster.
I would love it.
Hey, bro. Hey, look. Nate Taylor said this. Shout out to Nate, man. Nate ain't been on the podcast all year. I feel a way about that, Nate. I'm just gonna put that out there. Nate said Xavier Worthy looked 3 times better when DeAndre Hopkins was just in the room. He was just in the room. He wasn't even a coach.
Absolutely.
Yes.
He improved every week. So I don't know if it needs to be a vet guy, a new coach, or something has to change.
Country, coming into this season, it was pretty clear that Puka Nacua was one of the best wide receivers in the National Football League coming into this season before what he's done this year.
Yes.
And even still, Devontae Adams has done wonders for his ability to get off a press on the outside on a consistent basis and be a threat into the intermediate and deep areas of the field. It's done wonders for him. So having a vet like that in the room, not somebody, with all due respect, like Juju, who is a vet that does the dirty work, understands the details of a game, but not necessarily the finer points of getting open on a consistent basis. A vet that understands that aspect of it that can help alone on the roster, not even as a coach. But Jeremy Maclin, that would be a great acquisition to be the wide receivers coach because he understands the finer points of the game. Absolutely. And he understands what it's like to be in the Andy Reid system for whatever ends up getting morphed as far as the next, aspect and iteration.
When did we have Jeremy Maclin on the show, Chuck? That was
last year or 2 years.
You said when?
Yeah, the original, the first time we had him was 2 years ago. And then we had him before the Super Bowl.
It was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
We talked about it then.
Yeah,
I always thought Derek Johnson was going to be a linebacker coach just to come in and talk to the. I mean, I know
just to
playing the game and coaching the game is two different things, and they don't play enough. Yeah, Macklin's coaching high school right now.
Out there in the loo.
But man, there got to be guys out there, bro, that want to. Derek Blaylock is teaching running backs every day, and look at his son; he looks great.
Hold on,
it just got to be some new juice in the room. It got to be new voices, new strategies, new schemes, new something. It just has to be that. I think they got too complacent over the last couple of years because they've been winning. And you got fat when I was in prison. And now I want everything. If somebody sells a nickel in the park, I want my cut.
You said you got what?
He got, huh? I don't, Kev. Kevin, I'm going to address you.
You got
Hey, Trey, please ignore that.
No,
please ignore that, Trey.
No, Chuck. No, Chuck. No.
No. Get it out.
Please ignore that. Please.
No.
What do you say?
Man, fuck these things.
Trey gonna get another strike.
Re-highlight it.
No, I think
What?
Re-highlight it.
I
Don't.
think we
Which
all
one?
agree that the
Please
coaching
don't.
staff
The
needs to
first
change.
one.
This
No.
one.
But like I
Oh,
think
you talking about
the
that
things
one.
that we can
Okay.
actually judge on
Man,
are
Kevin
actually what, like,
trolling, man.
the
That's what he
players.
do.
Now you can highlight the second one.
I
No.
don't know.
No.
Let's do the third one.
No.
No.
No. Just
Change
to
off the
get
chain.
just to get wide
Let's do the
receiver.
second one.
Just to get.
Change off the
Oh my
chain.
God. No.
Okay.
You
okay.
comparing-
Hold on. Time out.
Bro,
I'm gonna reel it back in. Country, did you have something you want to say?
I've been having a point, but Trey went.
Okay, so let me
We'll
just
go
end
make
it,
your
and I'm gonna
point,
let you,
make
and I'm gonna let you get your point off. So I just don't understand, considering the fact that you agree on all four of these points. Is the part that you don't agree with the fact that Andy Reid's job should be on the line if they don't make these adjustments?
No, I agree with that too. I told you why I didn't. I told you why I disagree. I said that what you sounded like a total rebuild, but as we break it and dig deeper, then no, I'm starting to agree.
Okay,
I agree with what you were saying. I just didn't think it was to the level that you were going. I told you I was at a 5, but you was at like a 10, and now I'm like at an 8.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the thing. I feel like I'm at an 8, where this is, hey, we're gonna get to mid-season, and
there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. Like,
and I see the changes that I need to, and it's gonna be a 9, and then hey, it gets to a 10 where you need to be.
The
5.
crazy thing is, like, I think the hardest changes that they need to make, in my opinion, are defensively, because offensively, the changes are just all mental. It's like you have the guys on the roster to make plays. We know we need to.
It's coaching,
but like foundationally coming into the season, what was our biggest concern with this roster? Knowing if Josh Simmons is going to be a legit left tackle. We have that answer now. Knowing do we have the receiver depth to have 1, 2, 3 options after if Trav decides to walk away. I believe we have those answers in the room. Some people may not believe it, but I believe we do.
I think Moore and Pole are going to prove themselves fine at right tackle. I agree. Even
exactly.
If they went into next year, and I'm saying this just as if Mahomes is obviously there,
like 26, 27.
If they went in next year, ran this same team back with a healthy offensive line, Kelce, Gray, Wiley, etc., and Tanyan as well, and they just changed things on the coaching staff, I would say that by default, and Damian Pierce instead of those other running backs, in my personal opinion, by default, they would be better. Like they would be a top 5 offense and feeling like the way that they felt in the past. But that's just not enough necessarily when it can be better if you can inject some
it's like I said, they adding the porch. They fixed the porch, they screened it in, they put some plants and some stucco and some landscaping. And now the house still messed up and it still got roaches, but the outside and the porch looks amazing.
So your foundation is there with the roster. Offensive side just needs tweaks. I think personnel changes. You need real personnel on defense. We all agree with that.
Yeah,
you got too many holes. You got to do personnel on the defense.
That's where the real construction needs to be done for this roster. Offensively, it's just a mindset. You have the players to do things you need to do. So that's where the roster is.
In specifically, you could spend money in free agency to get better running back. You can spend money in free agency to get better.
And they're not going to be that expensive.
They're not going to be expensive at all.
You can, in theory, spend money on a release Brandon Ayuk on a cheaper contract to get better.
Man, I did not like that.
But here's my thing about it.
Because I don't like that thing.
I know.
Here's the whole thing about
it. BA, man. I'm cool on BA.
Who?
Brandon Ayuk, I'm cool on
if
that.
you can play,
I'm not doing
good on that shit. I don't care. You come here,
Bradley Chubb, where you at?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Bring in B Chubb. Hey, B Chubb, get off Monday Night Football. Bring him in. Here's my biggest thing. Hey, bro, I'm done, Kev. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Man.
I told you to ignore him, bro.
Just ignore it.
I'm gonna keep it 100. A rebuild seems like we got to do a lot of foundation in the trenches. Our offensive line is already set. The way our offensive line is hard, you got your left tackle of the future. You got your guard for a very good amount of time, arguably for the future. You got your center. You got your offensive line set up. You have your quarterback. Yeah, he's hurt right now. Cool, whatever. You need to bolster up that running back room. You do. You need somebody. Damian Pierce, I hope that he's exactly what we hope him to be, and we need to add on to that. Wide receivers, y'all blown out of proportion. I'm talking about people in the chat. Y'all blown out of the way out of proportion. I think that especially if you got Exactly. There's no real issue.
They try to get Boyamon.
It's the long. Yeah.
They try to get Brees Hall.
They're trying to bring in those.
So here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. Is what Veach doing lining up with what the coach is doing? I feel like it's something ain't connecting right there.
It's clearly
It's not. I mean, we have a fifth round. We have a fifth round linebacker who's only been mainly used.
Agreed on, you could say, would have been lineman, O-line, and receiver.
O-line.
They've agreed with that because those positions have been 3 years ago. Those were the positions that needed the most help on this roster, and 2 years later, they've improved vastly. Now we're shifting our ship to the defense. That's where the disconnect is. Spags and Veach need to have a conversation and sit down.
They need to have a serious conversation
and be honest with each other. How do we make this team better? Regardless of what you want, what I want, what do we need to make this team better?
During our bold prediction show, I asked, was there a brewing thing between Spags and Veach? Because you don't just go get Joshua Usay. And I hate to keep bringing his name up because he's a good player. He's not the greatest player of all time.
But he would have helped.
He was a different thing than what you had in the room. He's trying to improve the room. Why was he not played? That don't make sense. There's a disconnect. So what happened that Veach was able to go out and get him and say, yo, you need some speed. So clearly Veach seen a problem. He addressed it. And then Spags said, I don't care that he addressed it. I'm not playing. I don't like that. That's why I say Veach needs more power in the room, in the building. Or if you feel like, hold on, real quick. If you feel like you're a coach and you can't go to Veach to talk to him about what you need, that's also a problem.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you. Why are so many people caught up in the fact that Brees Hall is supposed to be this chief savior? Like, I've heard Brees Hall's name got brought up like 6 times today.
It's the talent, you know. He's from
a trigger word, bro.
It's an easy
all
name
that
to pull.
stuff. But here's my thing with Spags, bro. This is the thing that pissed me off with Spags too, man. The way he just kind of threw Jaden Hicks under the bus to me, in my opinion. And I'm disappointed. And I'm disappointed in the media for not coming at him with Shamari Connor after he did that. Why is he still playing 98% of the snaps?
Because they're more concerned about Travis Kelce not talking after the game.
It's like watching because of the fact that it's like
But I've been very critical. Like, how are you able to agree on, in my opinion, one of the harder positions to grade, which is DB? Because a lot of guys don't transition well from pro to college or college to pro, and they've done that flawlessly. From grading guys like Jalen Watson, from grading guys like Josh Williams, rookie year, to Trent McDuffie, to Jaden, to Brian Cook. They've done an amazing job. In my opinion. They've graded that room extremely well. We found great value in that room and multiple guys. So it's like, how can you grade that position well and you clearly see the D-line room is lacking, and that's where the disconnect is? I mean, the George contract, it is what it is. We're stuck with it. Let's just pray that George becomes a better player. If he is what he is, then it is what it is. But we
Spags got to get rid of this threshold
right now.
This threshold and this bias, it got to go.
That's the biggest.
It got to go.
Like linebacker room, I'll give you.
It's holding you back too much.
Nick's mental is different, but we have to address this edge room, bro. It's not it. It's
not it, bro.
That's why it's my number one priority. We
put so much stock into Charles, and we were hoping that Charles was actually going to blossom and flourish, and we put so much pressure on Mike Dana.
We thought he was going to hoop. So.
Yeah, we thought him and Mike Dana were going to help up and pick up the slack. We thought that it was going to be him and Felix, both of them on contract.
The biggest disappointment is George, bro.
George has been absolutely the biggest.
Easily the best.
I think George is supposed to be. Too much of it on Charles. I think people look at George like he's supposed to be the man. He's a compliment, but he ain't got nobody to compliment.
He has nobody on the other side.
Well, he's not doing a great job He didn't do a great job complimenting this season.
There's ain't nobody to compliment.
Honestly,
who complimenting him?
No,
and that's the thing about it.
Who's he working alongside? Mike Dana.
Realistically, George.
Mike Dana a compliment too.
He's not a number one option.
Ain't no guy, bro. I'm sorry.
When Chris is getting double teamed, when Chris is getting double teamed and they're adding in 12 personnel sets because you're hearing people talking about such and such as an eligible receiver and they're adding stuff on the line, they're really just mainly just solidifying or whatever side George is on because they know whatever opposite side, nobody's really going to be coming in more pressure.
Country, like I get like George is not an alpha. I'm not saying he's he's your first option in any pass.
I don't think he is, bro. I think
that.
people label him that, but I don't think that's what he is.
And I agree with you. But at the end of the day, regardless, you got paid. But my biggest
Mac
is country. He doesn't win one-on-ones. I'm not asking you to be double teams. I'm not asking you to even be their best blocker. He doesn't win one-on-ones from their second best blockers. That's the part that pisses me off. You don't have to win every game. George doesn't have to go out there and dominate. But if you can't be backup lineman, bro, what are we talking about?
Yeah, bro.
You can't be backup line. If you can't be backup lineman, you shouldn't even be here.
Like
Nadi was never a pass rusher. Hold on. Nadi was never a pass rusher.
Austin, I'm sorry.
Stop acknowledging that.
But Derek Nadi is the
he is a run stopper.
That is a run stopper.
He's not really
He's a run stopper,
and he's not even good at run stopper.
He a waste of space. He a waste of space.
No. If he was a waste of space, then at least he'd be difficult to move. The thing that I have to say about the reality is
sure wasn't difficult to trade for him either.
It ain't really hard to get a guy.
He moved from New Jersey back to Kansas City.
It ain't really hard.
The thing about it is like I agree with Country. The disconnect between this front office and the coaching staff has just got to change, and I think that also comes with the scheme evolution. But they gotta be able to use the players that they acquire, and this also plays into a disconnect from just, hey, you're getting the talent and then not developing the talent, because that running back, that wide receiver coach position has to change. You got to get better at developing this talent. It can't continue to be this way. And at a certain point, to be perfectly honest with you, if they get a more athletic brand of pass rusher and that guy doesn't develop, then we got to have a conversation about Cullen. If they get more ball skills into the back end of this team and those guys don't develop, if they don't get more out of Jaden Hicks for the rest of his career, then we got to ask about Dave Merritt. That's just the way this goes.
Hold on, Austin. What are you expecting out of Derek Nadi? You got him for a 7th round pick.
Stop acknowledging that, bro. We know this. We're not talking about Derek Nadi. He's not the issue. The issue is,
oh my God, Kevin is trying to hit all the trigger words tonight. Here's the thing. Let's say Mahomes doesn't play.
Get mad too.
Country get mad.
We all get mad.
Yeah,
I told y'all to
bring it up. We can talk about
tag team.
Y'all might not agree with me on this one, but here's what I'm going to say. Patrick Mahomes getting hurt might secretly be a blessing in disguise.
Yeah,
because
I hope so.
It makes you look in the mirror.
You're going to have to look in the mirror. You're going to have to find out. The Justice League is going to find out how are we going to beat this big ass villain, and Superman is not available.
Not the villain.
Not the villain.
Who's the villain?
I agree.
The NFL.
The field. Oh, that's a lot of villains.
Damn, Trey.
That's a lot of villains.
I thought we the villain because we keep.
I thought we were the villains.
You're going to have to construct the offense that doesn't have the rollouts. It doesn't have the Superman plays. It doesn't have. Put us on your back, put us in the backpack, and carry us over there. It doesn't have that. You're going to have to figure that out. And if you have to figure it out with Gardner Minshew, because I looked at the free agent quarterbacks, Superman ain't walking through that door. He ain't even available.
Is there a way to get Jameis here?
I want Jameis. That at least I'm gonna have fun. At least I'm gonna have fun this year.
He's on a 1 year.
Andy Reid ain't gonna go for all
He's on a 1 year.
We might get him. I want him.
He's not leaving New York, bro. He's getting ready for his after.
DG, show him what's the gift again?
I need Jameis, please.
The Jameis tweet. What up, man?
That would be some amazing content.
Hey, this the real winner this year.
The hell of that gift. DG be spamming the hell out of that Jameis.
He do be spamming that gift. That gift.
Man, Jameis would be a dream. Jameis would be a dream. But they're gonna have to do something new, bro. They're gonna have to. I don't want Patrick to sit out longer than he has to, and I think we all know Patrick. If he's ready week 1, he's gonna go week 1.
That's a fact.
It ain't even nothing to talk about. I know me and D-Mac talked about that earlier today, but if he's ready to go September, whatever, he gonna go.
September like 7th.
It ain't. But if he was to sit out 6 games, if he was going up, I want to see how it looks without Pat. I want to see the innovation because I think Andy would be forced. He would be actually forced to be creative because he don't have Superman to call on no more.
Let me stop looking.
I know exactly what it's going to look like. I got a whole game film for you. Go watch that 2019. I believe it was week 8.
Kevin Cole.
Yeah,
I mean not
Matt Moore.
Matt Moore game. The Damian Williams game when he ran that 80-yarder and Tyreek Hill hawked him down. They did a little high five celebration.
Kevin, I'm about to block you if you keep
that's what the
I
offense
just
going
can't
to
take
look
it no
like.
more.
It's going to be heavy.
I'm about to block TJ here in a second.
It's going to be plenty of naked action. All the things that we did for a three-week stretch from Detroit, Vegas, and Washington, everything we did that week, we stopped doing the rest of the season. That's what the season will look like if Gardner Minshew is your starting quarterback.
Yes.
Because Andy knows, for one thing, as great as Patrick Mahomes is, he wasn't good enough to carry this team out of the gun for the season we had this year. So you damn sure know Gardner Minshew ain't about to do that shit. Playing the gun the whole time with Gardner Minshew, you're going to get that white man killed. I'm being dead.
Absolutely.
So the only way you can protect your quarterback country is to run the football, is to give them true play actions. And we just want him to do those things.
Hold on. We just got some news.
Bro, you got to do it with him.
We just got some news. Hold on. I'm about to shoot it over to Mac. Mahomes just per the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes has underwent surgery in Dallas this evening with Dr. Dan Cooper to repair the tear in his left ACL.
Week
Mahomes
1
will immediately begin his rehab process.
Week 1. I'm sorry, D-Mac. Week 1. Throw all that segment I just had. Throw that out. If he already had the surgery, it's week 1.
Yeah, we just posted it on Twitter. So we just put it out.
Hey, look. Hold on. Hold on,
man.
He said, hold on.
No.
Hold on, please. I got to say this.
One thing. When Patrick Mahomes come back, you better run the damn ball. Make him play from the pocket. I don't need him running around.
Man, put him under shotgun. Put him under
all
center.
that little pirouette, Mahomes magic BS. I don't need to see it no more when he comes back.
Hey, his nostrils flaring.
Hey, Chuck, why you be making this face?
Hey, bro, his nostrils flaring.
I'm dead serious,
like
dog.
Bro, hold on. I gotta say this.
Hey, that Josh Jacobs.
Enjoy it. If you're in the AFC right now, please enjoy this because next year, please enjoy this. Josh Allen, you better summon up every ghost, every center. Everything you can. You got to win the Super Bowl this year. If you do not win the Super Bowl this year, do not put yourself in that sentence or conversation anymore. You will always be second best, bro. Always. And Lamar, you ain't even there. Joe Burrow, have fun,
out.
Bro.
He's out.
But y'all had an opportunity. Y'all did not take advantage. You should have taken advantage. If that boy already got his surgery, he already got the ACL surgery on the second day.
Yeah. He went to Dallas. He flew.
Stop it,
my
bro.
expectation. Yeah, he immediately when he walked out of the Arrowhead, they immediately flew him to Dallas. That's why I
got a question.
I know that obviously loves that. Everybody loves.
Go ahead, DJ.
My fault.
I just want to know, like, and this is kind of me being funny or whatever. What kind of pull he got where he had surgery the day after he got hurt?
Not even like little over 24 hours.
I mean,
DJ, not even.
Normal people have swelling.
A lot of resources, man.
Look, normal people have swelling, and you can't do it the same day. I was sitting with Deion Bush. He had to wait a week to get the surgery because of swelling.
No,
Patrick Mahomes got the surgery the next day.
Usually with these things, people, usually it's
everybody's body is different.
A week, something like that.
He just said, "Fuck it, let's do the surgery."
Look at
the
second day.
I really understand why people are saying this. It's just when you look at that 10-month mark of just saying, hey, this is back where you should be yourself. You're talking about really October, in my personal opinion, and just based on him getting the surgery today. Like that's what I'm looking at.
It's October.
Just for me, I'm just saying like there is no harm in saying, hey, no matter how good you feel, we are putting you on PUP to start the year. Just understand that in your mentality.
Country, it's only 4 games.
That's only 4.
Wait.
He got the surgery before Christmas, my dog.
Allow me to finish.
Before Christmas.
Patrick Mahomes is going to it. All of the healing advantages that you guys keep saying that I think are real factors. Patrick Mahomes is an incredible athlete. He's an incredibly pliable athlete. He has everything that you want to be able to recover from this injury. He is going to attack this with a crazy mentality. just
Hey,
how
that's funny.
not
That's from the
innocent. It's
that's
on
from
the
the Chiefs
Chiefs. It's on the
account, John.
Chiefs.
It came from the Chiefs
It's
account
It's
themselves.
it's not going to change anything about how
Hey,
good Bobby is at his job. Mahomes is at healing. It's not going to change the way he attacks his rehab. All it does is just make sure that you're taking a deep breath and giving him as much time as possible. Then get him to pup, and then say, "Hey, we're going to evaluate you from where the time frame is."
It's Monday, bro, and he hurt his Achilles at 2:30, and he already got the surgery. Dog. You can't
And
make
you should
this
be
up,
taking
bro.
a cautious approach for him. Country, we just went through this of all the things that we feel like they need to change. It may not be able to be done in one offseason. So you can be able to extend that time, get better assets, get better value for yourself, especially for another better draft in 2027.
Do not bring up Zim in this.
Bro. Y'all need to. Bro, y'all keep bringing that man up, bro. I have not heard from that man at all this season.
Ignore Kevin.
I would only like to point out that he is a friend.
No, TJ said something too.
Why?
He's Chuck's friend.
Kevin said something first about Zoom. God.
He wasn't a guest on the show. He was.
John, I swear to God, John, you're about to add on to that block list, brother. Brother, I'm gonna keep it on.
No, D-Mac, I get your injury point. But can we really acknowledge
John,
that?
I got a degree, brother. I need you to chill out, bro.
Trey, chill. Can we please just acknowledge that this man had ACL surgery the next day?
Yes, that is
crazy.
That's normally not what happens. And thank God that he didn't have any other additional ligament damage. That it is just the ACL.
It's just the
next day.
That's probably why the surgery was done immediately. Because of that.
Yeah. No PCL, no
He
LCL
didn't even
damage.
wait for Christmas, dog. He didn't even wait to get the kids the gifts yet.
No.
Well, you gotta understand is that he is still a dad. So I think that the thing about it is he'd rather spend time with his family during that time. So he's like, let me hurry up, get the surgery done as soon as possible. So that means more time I can recover.
Yeah.
I mean, you need as much time as recovery as possible.
Yeah, so I want to address what Rich Eisen said in regards to the Chiefs. It was just a quote. I didn't see the whole video yet, but he said, "You're gonna miss the Chiefs in the playoffs. The league's more fun when the Chiefs are good. I can't wait to see how they're gonna come back and make it happen again." Now look, I want to address that real quick because yes, we're not gonna be there this time, but the NFL they're not gonna be hurting, bro. Because you want to know why? They've been promoting the Buffalo Bills this entire time. They've been wanting to try to get a new face in there anyway, bro.
Josh Allen better win the Super Bowl, bro.
They've been pumping up the Josh Allen propaganda this entire time, bro. So I think they're going to be all right.
I ain't going to lie to you, country. The Bills should come out. They probably not, though.
They're going to
lose either Houston or Denver.
No.
They're going to lose.
They have to come out. They're going
to lose, bro.
This is his best
It's
shot.
nobody. It's nobody but young dudes in there.
So
if Drake may go to the Super Bowl, Josh Allen got to be done.
But who do they lose to, Trey, in the playoffs? Like who would they lose to?
If it's Houston versus Buffalo right now,
if it's Houston versus Buffalo, I'm taking
where the game's being played. To be honest,
I'm taking Houston
anywhere.
I'm not even going.
It could be in Buffalo.
Yes, I fully believe that.
Yeah,
honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If Broncos play the Buffalo, I'm taking the Broncos.
Oh, you think the Broncos get back from last year?
I think that if they rematch, Broncos ain't gonna take a chance on losing this one.
I think Bo Nix been living on a razor thin edge all year, and he either gonna be great or he gonna fall off.
That's what kind of feels like too, because like they on 11 game winning streak. You know what I'm saying? They kind of doing what we did last year. You know,
as of right now,
winning games by a hair.
You know as of right now, the Buffalo Bills will be playing Jacksonville in Jacksonville.
I'm taking the Jags. I need the real Josh Allen to take out the other Josh.
Josh Hines Allen.
I'm taking the Jags.
I want the Jags to win.
Another quarterback on notice.
I want
Justin Herbert's on notice too.
But I think the Bills will win that one.
If the aliens come down to Earth and point a laser at us and say you got to pick a team to beat the other team, I'm taking Josh Hines Allen over Josh Allen any day.
I'm taking that.
Yeah, the Jacksonville does match up with Buffalo though.
No, they match up well.
Jacksonville very much
They
so.
match up great. They have been
Match up
running
very
the
well.
heck out of the ball with ETN.
ETN been
according to
snapping,
Screen.
ETN is there. Once you get Tootin back, Tootin's going to be good for him.
They understand how to throw the ball over the enemy area of the field, in which the Buffalo Bills are very vulnerable as far as that aspect is concerned. With them getting Myers, T-Law has been slinging it lately as well, and the fact that their defense is playing at this high level and it's very physical in the front seven.
Very physical.
And I would love to see that matchup.
It's two teams that can't afford to lose the first round, and that's Buffalo and that's Justin Herbert. If y'all gonna ever do it,
people are gonna give him the offensive line thing and say it's
they already got that.
People are gonna say it's which is a fair thing to say, but and
as far as like all the AFC quarterbacks, you never really put like Herbert in that championship level because he has to be.
Because he ain't never performed.
That's what I'm saying. Literally ever say he's gonna outplay those other 4 quarterbacks ahead of him. Josh at least is in the mix. Herbert's at the bottom of that list.
But I agree.
I
gotta say this about Josh. I understand if you guys want to try and say that Mahomes is now in the same tier of Lamar, Josh, and Burrow. I understand it. I may disagree with it. I still have Mahomes in his own tier, but I understand it. To try and give somebody the crown when they haven't done what was necessary to earn the crown makes zero sense to me. Patrick Mahomes, yes, the last 2 regular seasons prior to this year was not of an elite level. But guess what? He did win this year. Obviously, he's not getting the W's, but his metrics coming into the last 2 games in which he didn't have offensive linemen were at that elite level prior to that. So guess what? He satisfied that, but it wasn't enough. He got the crown of best in the world because he had the regular season statistics, excellence, and was better than everybody else when it mattered most and got the wins. It took both of those to not require a Lamar Jackson, and really, because you guys are trying to make it happen with Josh Allen, 17 in Buffalo, to not have the wins and the elite status as far as regular season stats are concerned. I'm not buying that as by default. If you want him to have this crown so badly, he's got to win a Super Bowl. That's what it comes down to.
You got to earn it.
He has to earn it. He can't get it by default. That's not how this shit works.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Herbert, and to your point about Herbert, CJ and Country, Herbert was promoted as one of them guys before, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they're gonna try to hype him up too a little bit heading to this playoffs as one of them guys. And he has yet to prove that he's really one of them guys when it comes to the playoffs. So I'm interested to see who they match up with.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I just think that right now Buffalo needs team. They need to not only win, but they want teams to lose because outside of the Patriots, the Jags are not a team I want to face. I'm just keeping it on.
Man, if Buffalo don't win this, bro, Buffalo, you can take Josh Allen out of the conversation.
I think that they're going to be them. I think they're definitely going to be one of those teams that's going to be
because we slowly pulling Joe Burrow out the conversation right now as we speak.
If I ain't gonna lie, if Travis Hunter was 100% healthy, I'd have all my money on the Jags.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep it on.
Him staying healthy would have been awesome this year. All right, I gotta ask you guys one outside the realm possibility question before I gotta get out of here. If the Chiefs traded this first round pick and a day 2 selection next year and got Justin Jefferson, how would you feel about it?
No.
I'll be hyped and sad at the same time.
Yeah, I'll be kind of hyped and sad.
Yeah. I'll be hyped
because that would look like more of the same. I would be upset because that would look like more of the same.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's a great move for the receiver room. It makes them damn near unguardable. But at the same time, that's like the worst move for Andy because that's going to make him keep doing exactly what he's doing right now.
Exactly what
we wouldn't change the damn thing if we had.
We're not running,
and we would be able to throw the ball on anybody. I agree with that, but we would be keeping Pat in those conditions where we don't want. Playing in the gun so much, running around, not being able to run the football, he would get even more in love with the pass game.
Exactly.
Jefferson. So I would love, as a receiver, I would love to see it, but as a fan, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, from a political standpoint, I think that it's a bad idea. Like we've already,
even
like
though
I said,
Jettis is like that.
Yeah, Jettis is like that. No doubt about it. But the thing about it is kind of like what I was alluding to earlier. the opposing linebackers don't even think about us running the ball. So they're definitely not as soon as if we got Jettis. Like they're
we just
not
gonna run
like a
4
whole
verts if we get
defense.
Jettis.
That's all we gonna do.
All we gonna do?
That and
say
Crump is
you
all.
better. Pat gonna say F it. Somebody gonna have a one-on-one matchup. It's gonna be the exact same thing as what he threw that.
So here's your answer, D-Mac. If you want more of the same, make that trade.
Go make the trade. If you want them to
Yeah.
change, yeah.
If you want to continue to just be heavily pass on the ball, whether it be 20 degrees, 5 degrees, 95 degrees, windy with a whole bunch of rain, a monsoon, a tornado, and we just gonna continue to throw the ball, by all means. But if you want to show any side of sense of balance, keep that number 1 pick, keep that first round pick. You keep that. You say that's a good idea, but nah, I'm cool. And you actually go do something about it. You go get somebody who help balances this offense. You go
I
do
would love
it.
to see what the salary cap number is going to be this year. Is it going to be over 300 this year?
We don't know.
It probably will be over 300.
With that new TV deal they got coming up, probably.
Yeah, it's going to open up some money. But the thing about it is, y'all, I'm going to tell you from the fans' point. If you ask any regular, if you ask a 30%er, we're just going to start calling 30%ers. That's what I'm going to do. Because CJ, great analogy. 30%ers. The 30%ers and the 10%ers, they're there just for the ticket, for the jersey sales and to say, hey, we got Justin Jefferson. Y'all mainly there to just talk shit.
Yeah. So old friend alert, NBS scored in this game.
No way.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. Are you kidding me?
Anytime touchdown. Marquez Valdez.
Yeah.
The NBS didn't score versus the Dolphins in the wild card round, right? I don't think.
But to your trade scenario, D-Mac, if we're not gonna learn how to get under center and run some more plays under center, whether it's running the football or passing from under center, it's gonna be the same crap, though.
To bring up running a running game after you just traded for Justin Jefferson, it's crazy. They're not going to run the ball.
I'm just saying. No. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like, they
never run the ball.
They don't
got
go together.
We're going to throw the ball 60 times a game.
No, that is.
Till his arm literally falls off.
Literally.
If we going to trade with somebody
on the field,
like realistic,
timeout.
like
Injury timeout. Patrick Mahomes' arm literally just
got
fell
dislocated.
Go give me Bradley Chubb, bro.
Please,
and if you want to double down by getting some edges in this class, there's a couple guys I like, but that's where the real change needs to happen. Because if we can legitimately get to the quarterback, for one, it puts more pressure on the other team's offense, gets us the ball back more, and then if we control the clock better by running the football, takes the pressure off Pat, helps everyone else get open. Those are the two very simple adjustments that need to be made. If they're not going to do it, like D-Mac said, then everybody needs to go.
You know what's funny, though?
If you don't want to have honest conversations, then there's no point in everybody being here.
You know, it's funny. Brett Veach almost answered everybody's little "I want that guy" questions at the trade deadline, man.
He did. He did.
He attacked it.
But John Dorsey though.
You mean the guy that wanted to trade for Paxton Lynch?
Yeah.
So can we do this?
Yeah,
that would have been.
Yeah, let's do it real quick.
Can we do this?
Oh shit.
Sure.
Oh Lord Jesus! And he's at the top.
So we have, funny enough, a little bit of the scenario. So you got Jordan Tyson, Carnell Tays, the wide receiver options. You got Jeremiah Love, the running back option. You have Kenyon Sadiq as the tight end option, and obviously David Bailey represents on the edge. I don't feel that great about Peter Woods personally.
I don't either.
If you wanted,
you don't like the kid from Clemson?
Nah, not really.
I'll take Bailey over him personally.
Yeah, I'm taking
Bailey as well.
They're gonna need multiple edges. I'm mocking multiple edges when I do my mocks.
I'm gonna give Country some homework. I need you to watch Peter Woods.
All right, who do you guys want here?
I'm taking Bailey. I mean, I'm not mad at
I gotta have that edge. D-Mac, I'm sorry, man.
The only offensive player I want on the board here is Jeremiah. If it ain't Jeremiah,
I'm gonna piss the chat off.
Yeah, give
my list,
man.
My list in this situation is like 1A, 1B, Jeremiah and Bailey, and then Tyson and Tater, my last two.
Okay. Chuck, who'd you say?
I said I'll probably go Bailey in this scenario. And, I'm sure Patrick will be ecstatic about that one, seeing how Texas defensive line has been balling all season long. So,
yeah.
I'm curious to see how Brett Veach walks into this draft. because we rarely walk into the draft with a major, glaring need.
Well, that's the thing. And this is another thing also, country. And I'm not saying that. I want to be clear when I say this. I'm not saying that how they approached it last year is a mistake. But the reality of trying to compete every single year means that you walk into the draft saying, hey, I got to have all these positions filled point blank, period, or not necessarily taking a long-term view of it. I think that kind of messed them up with the Elijah Mitchell signing, trying to catch lightning in a bottle rather than going with a younger guy like a Javonte Williams or Rico Dowdle that could have helped them immediately. But it was just a little bit more of an unknown because they hadn't been in the league as long. So that's where I think that even if you have a little bit more of a 2027 view, not making those decisions can help out in free agency as well.
Taking Elijah Mitchell and not running the center was a smart move.
The Cowboys, the Cowboys also offered both. I think it was pick 14 and pick 23 for that first round pick. I assume that you guys would want to do that, but I did not want to, force them.
Yeah, if I picked up Boye Mafe and Brees Hall in the offseason, I'd definitely take that Cowboys trade.
Yeah, I think multiple first round picks in general could help a lot, and that's where being able to look at 2027 as a better draft.
Hold on, you said 23 for this year?
Yeah, the trade was to trade back to 14 and get the first round pick of the extra.
So we moved back 3 spots and we get 23? Why you ain't do that?
Absolutely, do it.
Well, I
thought you was talking about 23 for next year.
No, that's the thing about the mock drafts, the trades, bro. The trades be crazy, bro.
I wanted to keep it a little bit straight. All right,
Two first, but please.
2 first round picks. I'm cool.
Okay, David Bailey is in Kansas City. Obviously, you got Braswell and Surratt.
Next position.
If you're
next one,
about it.
Ain't nobody on that.
Jonah Coleman, Jadarian Price, in my opinion, would be even though it's a stretch for both of those guys. Max Clare, or also known for Eli Stowers.
Too high.
Some folks like
I can't see none of this shit. Who's the D lineman? Because we need to thank you.
Bingo.
There you go, Country. Our base the time. Country, are you looking at this on a phone or something? Is that what?
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Yeah,
Can I take
like
Zion Young?
That's why.
I can't see.
Zion's draft stock is probably gonna fall a little bit now.
LT Overton, he just got arrested. LT Overton,
he just got arrested.
Thomas and Zion Young.
Somebody put a little weed in his bag.
No,
Justin Houston.
I forgot what it was. I forgot what it was. He got arrested early in the morning.
Amari Washington, Dante Corleone. It would probably be the two for me. Obviously, Bear Alexander's not coming out. Colton Hood, and then there's not really anything a linebacker or safety.
Yeah, no.
Do you guys have an idea where you guys want to go with this?
I would look at the D line. If I got Trent McDuffie, if I don't have Trent McDuffie, I might look for a corner here.
Well, if we don't have Trent McDuffie, we would have had 2 first round picks.
We would have had 2 first round picks.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll
take best D lineman on the board.
Oh, you know who I want. You know who I want. Go ahead and sign me up for Darnell Jackson.
Of course.
He's talking about Darrell Jackson. I knew he was gonna say something about Darrell.
Go ahead and sign me up.
Yeah.
Him and Omar at the same time? Come on, dog. You just changed your whole D line.
Hey, man,
you did.
You know what?
Yeah, Joshua Kano
like this sign right here. This is exactly how. If you a Seminole, sign right here, man.
Yeah.
This is our second round pick.
I would have Jameis Winston.
If this is our second round pick,
I'm about to pick up Keon Coleman in the offseason for free.
Let's go. What's next?
I like
all Florida State guys.
I like cookies.
Y'all don't like Darnell Jackson though?
I think he's too high.
Not more than.
I think he's too high for this spot.
Yeah, it feels like a Joshua Kane though. It feels like Joshua Kane though from a few years ago.
Yeah. Shout out to Josh, man. Josh is a good kid.
He's a good prospect. I feel like he's a little too high. If we're gonna go D line, you go with Amari Washington.
Yeah, I'd go with Amari. And again, when I talk to Amari Washington, is a lot like, in my opinion, T'Vondre Sweat. Big, has the ability, obviously, to 2-gap if you want him to. And he plays really well next to Chris Jones in that aspect and Omar Norman a lot. but he is also the type of the guy that actually dancing bear type moves a lot better for his size in the same way that Devontae Sweat does, and that allows him to have a little bit more pass rush use. So, in my opinion, Amari Washington would be a great fit for what they need.
I think he would be.
Damn, D-Mac. I mean,
because you got
DB.
this whole D line, like watching how the Oregon defensive line is moved. Amari Washington is the prime reason why, because he's really opened stuff up for Mateo Uyangale, and he's opened stuff up for Bear Alexander to get theirs, as well as still be able to do his. So I think that in this situation, like you're gonna take. If you draft Amari, you know that you're going to be taking more pressure off of Chris, and you're also knowing that he's going to be able to do what D-Mac says, which is line in the two gap and be able to do what you need him to do. So
can I ask y'all a question real fast?
What's up?
If you happen to trade Chris Jones, which was on D-Mac's checklist, are you revamping the way you look at defensive tackle? Because there's not a Chris Jones in this draft, right?
No, there's not. And if you were to do what you're suggesting, you had the extra draft capital that would be needed to also pull this off. In theory, you would also have extra cap space too.
Right. Would you reevaluate the way you look at defensive tackle?
I would, and I would from the standpoint in saying that I would seriously explore, do I want to go to a 3-4 out front? Because I think that you could realistically pencil in. I could put Omar Norman-Lott at that odd front defensive end. George Karlaftis can play the other odd front defensive end spot. In theory, in this draft, you have David Bailey, who would obviously be able to play one edge spot. You bring back Leo Chanel with the money that you saved, and you can play the other edge spot as well. And then you can also add another edge in free agency, or if you get someone later on in this draft, and you have a little more flexibility from that standpoint. And then a guy like Amari Washington could slide in at your nose tackle position. And that would be a great way to start off a defensive line rebuild from an odd front aspect. You would bring, some guys back. You'd bring not Derek Nottie. You might bring Mike Pennell back. I would bring back Colin Saunders because I think he would help out too. And I think that would be a good way to start out that aspect of it. What I was going to say. Oh, and then the other standpoint is because you traded away Chris Jones for extra draft capital, then you still have the wiggle room to go offensive weapon earlier in this draft if you want to. Even with taking a David Bailey, you still have more of that extra draft capital to attack other places in addition to remaking how your front seven looks.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they're going to – you don't have to do it eventually anyway.
Yeah, it's just about how much Spags wants to change things. And I don't know if he's going to want to do it to that drastic extent, even though I think that it would help them a lot and they could do it with the talent on the roster. But it would just be an upset if it ended up happening.
That's another Spags thing. Brett Veach went out and got 2 defensive tackles when he cut Mike Pennell. They never seen the light of day.
Yeah, Zach Pickens was brought up, but he wasn't active. So he is another guy because Broderick Wagner ended up moving on. I would like to see some Zach Pickens snaps. I'm not saying that I'm going to see anything I like, but let's find out. This man is here. He is on the practice squad. If you get him some snaps and he shows something's worth keeping, then that's great. Because guess what? You need bodies at the defensive tackle position.
He tried to bring in Javon Briggs. Is that his name? Javon Briggs? I think he went to Cleveland.
Yeah, I think briefly, but I think that was more of a veteran like fill-in type thing. Anyway, so in my opinion, Amari Washington would be the pick here. Although I could see
LT
or Mason Thomas personally, but I would go with Washington for me personally.
Yeah. I can't believe we're doing a mock draft. This is killing me right now.
Hey, bro, just get over it, man.
You'll be all right.
Shut up, Trey. Shut up.
You be all right. You tough, right?
All right. We got a trade offer.
Yeah, Philly? No, we ain't trading with Philly, man.
We can move back 10 spots, get a 4th and a 7th.
You can pick up that
7th. We just traded with Philly this past draft.
I'm not mad at this one.
I'm not mad at this. I agree with CJ. I'm not mad at this.
This one's cool.
This one is a little bit more realistic, so I will entertain it unless you guys want to stay here and pick somebody.
No, take it. Take the pick. Take the trade.
Okay, we're gonna take the trade. All right.
You say on the rocks? Would you? Damn. Pittsburgh?
No, we're not doing that. Now you're in a better spot.
We only get one trade.
I'm not. Me
You got
personally,
Brandt, Omar Cooper, Coleman, Price.
I like Price, but Coleman catches the ball.
We got Claire,
Coleman does catch the
Delp,
ball.
and Stowers still.
Who's at the running back position?
Coleman and Price, the top two guys.
Coleman and Price. Not really great, though I do like Dennis Dutton a little bit. I will say that. Those are the first guy.
Really Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Emmett Johnson is nice.
I like Emmett Johnson.
Emmett Johnson is nice too. I do like
that.
that.
Can run and he catch the ball too.
He can catch the ball.
He catch
Shameless plug. To find out more about these people, watch the Red Shirt podcast on Wednesdays on Kingdom Cast Media.
Well, we got some for
Tuesdays. Yes.
Tell the truth on Tuesdays.
Austin, in that scenario, Gelati could do a little bit of the odd front edge, but he would be more of a stand-up edge rusher, which I actually think suits him very well for what he does on a consistent basis. I like
Gelati, man.
If you stood up Gelati off the edge,
that's why you like
try and run.
Yeah, he dropped back. He said,
and like you said, he does have a little bit more lateral agility to drop back too. So I would like Gelati as a stand-up edge in that type of equation. Yeah. And again, that's a rotational piece. It doesn't necessarily have to be a starting edge.
And hold on.
All right, so
you like Star Wars?
We got Coleman, we got Price, we got.
Where's Chuck at? Chuck done checked out. Chuck, you said it.
You don't like.
I mean, I want to hold off and then just take Emmett Johnson because I like him a lot, and I think he's a great value for where he's at. Not gonna lie.
Check the tight end again.
Jacob Rodriguez obviously is out there as well. Tight end, we have Claire Delp and Stowers.
Oh, Stowers only 117. Oh yeah, we can sit back.
Not the.
And just we picked again at 112 and 113.
Oh, we got back to back.
Back
to back.
I would be interested in corner here. I'll say.
Yeah, we can go corner.
Look at the board.
Let's look at corner.
Who's available?
Julian Neal. Okay.
Neal's probably my
Rivers.
That list there.
Y'all are too excited about this.
Look, hey man, look.
I ain't gonna lie.
We gotta find our excitement.
I'm not feeling that. It can boost him. I don't like him, bro. I watch him.
Yeah, I'm disappointed he can boost him. I'm definitely he can boost him. Sorry, bro.
I do like
Amari Ramey.
That Kilgore. I kind of like it.
I do like Kilgore.
They
need a safety to take the ball away too, man.
Facts. He catches picks.
He does catch picks.
I like him.
Does catch picks.
I could see it.
I'm not hating it. Nobody in this receiver room is really like drawing to me. Right
nobody.
The
thing about it is Zach Branch can't help stretch the field, but he's so small.
But he's your height.
He's small.
No, we can't do it. We need somebody that's like bigger.
Yeah, we need somebody taller. Like
I'm feeling a Kilgore. Take a tight end and a running back, and then if one of those is already gone, then we go and check on Jacob Rodriguez.
I'm rocking with Kilgore, or if you want to get me as long as my running back is still here, I'm cool.
Yeah. Let's roll with Kilgore. Yeah, Kilgore, welcome to the team.
Nah, go get my dog. Make sure he's still there.
All right, no, we ain't taking that.
I need my dog. We got back to back. Right. Still there? That's all I need, baby. One of these is Emmett. I don't care what you want me to do.
Let's go to work.
Not Emmett. Tight end. I would like you.
I like
Stowers.
I like
personally.
I like Stowers.
Between these two.
I like Stowers.
He the one that won John Mackey. That's crazy.
Yeah, I like Stowers personally.
He's a wide receiver turned tight end.
I know. Is that knee really cool? Why he be wearing that big ass?
He fine. He cool.
I don't like
no anti-base, bro.
I don't like dudes who wear big ass braces because it makes me feel like if you wear that big ass brace.
With that brace on,
bro. If you see, did y'all see where he made? He was like. Like he laid out for one. I need Eli. And he can pass block. He can pass block.
Right,
I'm not mad at Eli or Delp. I like them both. I want to take the medical.
Go with Eli. Eli Stowers. We don't stretch the field already.
We got more explosive at running back than we did in the last year.
None of these wide receivers particularly.
No.
Caden Green. I
double back. I did back on that D line, bro.
Ooh, okay. Caden.
We got Lucas.
Caden.
Kamara. I can see Kamara maybe a
Caden?
little bit cookies on the
And-
board. It's not
Yeah,
necessarily-
realistically, Caden's not a first round pick.
I don't love Bear Alexander personally. I think that he's a byproduct.
I'm glad that he's going back to Oregon in real life.
Oh, he is. He is. Okay, good.
Yeah, he's going back. He's going back. He's already declared that he's going back to
I hadn't
Oregon.
seen that. See, this is everybody. I want y'all to understand something. Everybody, you need to make sure that you tune in to the Red Shirt Podcast with this gentleman right here, because that's the information that they bring to the table and the expertise.
Yeah, nah. Yeah,
he might be drunk, but he know what he's talking about.
Nah, yeah, because I was just telling DG, like I just told DG in the group chat that Arch Manning is officially, well, he hasn't officially declared, but yeah, he's coming back. DK Metcalf.
ATD.
That was way delayed.
Yeah, it was way delayed. I didn't look at it. My bad. My phone was on.
Okay, so for me personally, out of this list, I'm going Jair Hill. I really like the cornerback out of Michigan. I think that he could help out our cornerback room a lot. To answer your question about the defensive line, I'll be honest, I don't really love any of these defensive linemen or edge players country personally. I don't know if they feel differently. We took
John Henry.
I don't love any of the linebackers either. Wide receiver, I don't like any of these guys. For me, this would be Jair Hill. I don't know if Trey or CJ have a different option.
You said a corner from Michigan?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
what number?
Michigan
Jair, I believe. Let me go double check because
to be fair, the one thing I don't know, I don't know if he dabbles in the milk like his coach did. So I don't know if that's his character.
All right, man.
Y'all he a milk dabber. Right. Never mind.
I like.
He was number 20. He was number 20.
Okay.
All right, we got to wrap this up.
He's got 21 tackles, 1 forced fumble, 1
I prefer my milk stained.
Me,
wide receiver and
he's a guy who
I can understand the chaplain, but I wouldn't personally.
I'm not drafting any players from Kansas.
I haven't looked up any of these guys.
Hey, that's biased, bro. You sound like Spag.
No, they've.
Hey, do you guys love?
If you watch
who?
Austin, I know a little bit about Austin Romaine.
I've seen Austin Romaine too.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of Austin Romaine. He's
solid. I don't know these guys. I don't know none of these guys.
We do pick again at 228, so maybe.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, we kind of smacking this draft right now.
We low key like
we are smacking this. I will say I'm not saying that they have to do this sort of thing, but in my personal opinion, I love Rod Moore and I love Michael Taft. So
Taft is smart, bro.
He is. He's very smart.
He's smart. And he gets his hand on the football. He gets turnovers. I like.
He's also athletic, in my opinion. So he's a Spags fit in the best way in that. That's
I'm rocking with Taft.
Don't forget to pick one guy from the Senior Bowl. We always do that.
I think Taft might be one.
Taft is a senior.
Taft is a senior. I know that.
I think Taft is going to be one of them guys.
He should be in one of them Senior Bowl games for sure.
All right.
Are Kilgore or Johnson seniors? I can't remember. I don't think so.
Johnson's a junior. Kilgore, I think he may be.
I
know Taft is a senior. So
Kilgore is a junior.
Yep. So both underclass.
Let's go with Taft, and we'll see if the K-State line.
I think Taft works.
Hand it off.
I'll rock with Taft. He's smart.
Yeah, we're gonna have a white DB. Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Hold on, wait a minute.
We got a white DB.
What'd you say?
He said, "Now wait."
Oh Lord.
He said, "Wait a minute."
Wait a minute.
Hey, hold on now. Wait a minute.
I ain't gonna lie. That's what we cooked that drive.
We cooked. I ain't gonna lie. We smacked them. Schmackers.
That's a smacker. You got your RB.
You got your RB. You helped out.
More DB depth. We obviously got the two D linemen that we needed immediately. This kills all the.
Eli Stowers is going to be one of the most.
I like Stowers.
Stowers going. If this was in real life, Stowers going to show up in training camp, and people going to be like, "Oh my god, we got ourselves another." Yeah.
I do love this draft. I love the way that we attacked defensive line early, but still was able to add juice at running back and tight end. The fact that we added real ball skills in the back end with Kilgore and Taft, and then Jair Hill is a really good cornerback option, and then Romaine adds to linebacker depth. I really do like.
And he's a local guy.
He's a local kid.
Killed it.
I like this draft a lot, and I'll tell you what, there would be so many people. There would be so many people that would be losing their minds over the fact that we cast up Tyson, Sadiq,
and Love
at that 11th pick and got Bailey instead, but. he would. I do think Bailey can be
Well, post his drive and tell him to come see me about
it. And we made a responsible trade, in my opinion. We didn't make.
We made a good trade.
First round pick trade. It was just
we traded back and we got more picks.
You know I'm against them crazy trades, man.
I know you are.
We traded back 10 spots and we got a fifth and a seventh.
Charles is disgusted.
If you want to go get a guy like Javonte, you know, a 1-year deal.
I'm gonna let y'all finish it.
Charles said, "What are we gonna do next week against the Titans?"
I'm gonna let y'all finish it out. Obviously, talk about it. I hope we see a lot of young players today. We'll talk about it tomorrow on Tell the Truth. We'll do some more mock draft stuff. We'll be talking about the big picture stuff.
Let me get on there. Then. I love mock drafts now. Come on, let me get on there.
Who we want to see play, I should say, versus the Titans too. So y'all be
boxing. All right, Mag. Be smooth, bro.
Peace.
Oh, so yeah, that was a fun first mock
Chuck didn't even
draft
participate
of the 2025.
Chuck, like, no.
I feel him though, man. I feel him. Damn, CJ, you didn't have to leave. But anyway,
it's about that time. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, CJ done too. Right. But yeah,
sponsors, Chuck.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to the sponsor, then I'm gonna get my final thoughts and we'll get up out of here, man. All right, so shout out to the good people on Underdog Fantasy. For new users, bet $5, get up to $100 in bonus funds, bonus credits, whatever you want to call it. But first you got to download it from Apple Store, Google Play, and use our promo code KingdomCast, all in one word, to sign up. Again, that promo code is KingdomCast, KingdomCast. Do you know what that means? Oh man. All right, so yeah, man. So now we gotta look towards the future. But you know, there's a few games left on the schedule. Hopefully they'll play some young guys that we've been waiting on, and other fans of Chiefs Kingdom been waiting on to get out there just to see what they got. Of course, these guys they're gonna compete to try to win everything. They professionals and stuff. You know, some people want to taint these final games. Some people want the Chiefs to go out on a high note. But we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see how it goes. Trey, what you got?
No, I got a couple things. Ian Rappaport just said more context. Patrick Mahomes also tore his LCL along with his ACL. It can complicate recovery. It does not mean that it can extend his rehab longer than 9 months or so.
Okay.
So they're thinking about 9 months for recovery from Mahomes.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna see how things play out. But in the meantime, man, just for final thoughts, man. Listen, because I'm gonna rewind back to what Country said about the calls and stuff. Listen, yes, some of the calls are controversial, dog. Like Tyquan getting the piggyback ride, but the thing that killed the momentum, that switched momentum in the Chargers' favor, really was they called that Trey Harris catch a catch, and that was not a catch, bro. He didn't have control at any point. And that basically that's one of the momentum that favored because they scored a touchdown during that same drive before the half. And then after that, in spite of that, we had many opportunities to close out the game or win the game, and we just didn't do it, bro. We just didn't want it. Simple as that, bro. It's that kind of year. Like all the previous years we had of being able to win close games by one possession, sometimes more here and there. It just ran out this year, dog. And now we got to deal with these injuries.
Yeah, I already said it, Pat. Man.
Yeah, he said it. He didn't.
And we got to deal with what we're gonna do in the offseason, man. We're gonna see if this organization is willing to make the necessary changes.
Yeah.
You know what also bothers me when people say, well, if he would have acted a little more, then he would have got the call, like Xavier Worthy. So why do I have to act if
it's a penalty? You
it should be a penalty.
Well, my thing is this. On that pass interference, the defender was looking back at the ball. You know what I'm saying? And like all you're saying is that Xavier, I felt like he had a little opportunity to maybe try to fight back for the ball a little bit. You know, some people may not agree, but that's just my thing with that.
I know, but if you got to fight back, isn't that already a penalty? Why I got to act to get the penalty?
Yeah. I mean, I get both sides of the spectrum, but at the end of the day, bro, I also want to say this too. I want to address before we get up out here too, because some fans thought the Chargers were dirty all around. Now, I'll say one play, the helmet to helmet where Tony Jefferson got ejected. Okay, maybe I understand that one, but other than that, bro, they was the more physical team, dog. Like based on what these coaches been saying throughout the year in these press conferences, like they exposed that we're a soft team, bro. We got exposed for how soft we really are this year, man. We
I
gotta keep
don't.
it a
I
buck.
don't.
I
No,
don't
I
agree with
don't.
that, dude.
I like maybe I got you there with the whole Rashid joint, but the Taekwon joint, like that
It
was
wasn't the
clearly
hits. It was the yapping after the hits.
said
There was a
like
lot of
But
time.
that happens in divisional rivalry games,
it
though.
does.
What's
Okay,
going on,
it
yeah?
happened, and
It
then
does, but it's a bad look, honestly, for me because it's like Tony Jefferson is like a 33-year-old safety. Like you've been in this league long enough to where you should be able to, like you're there mainly as a leader. You're there as a
he
player,
came
but you're
out the
also there as a
shower to
leader.
hug people. He's a clown.
You talking shit to
I
fans.
turned the game. I turned the game over Michigan through an interception, so I didn't see all that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I did too. I immediately got on the
Yeah.
game, but I
No,
mean,
this
it
is a
is.
behind the scenes thing. He
It,
came out and half dressed to hug everybody like he just won a Super Bowl or something.
nah, it is what it is. But
It is
honestly,
what it is. We lost.
yeah. Here's how I say it, because Chuck, you addressed it. Chiefs fans, it's the real. I want to talk to the real ones. I'm not talking to the bandwagons. So the real Chiefs fans, you already know what it is. Like, look, honestly, for what I say it as is if you tell me that we can have another 3 to 4 years of dominance and we just have an off year this year, we actually address the problems that happens, and we actually address the issues. I'm cool. If you take a look at the outside and you say, hey, you're dominant for 11 years, you take you take a year off and you don't look great and you address the issues and you acknowledge that they're there and you're going to do whatever it needs to move forward, and Andy and company and you whatever the case may be. I'm not going to sit over here and call for a man to get fired. I'm not going to do that. But if you need to do the necessary things to help make your team actually better from the inside out, and you say, hey, next year you might be without your quarterback for 4 to 5 games, but your team is still going to be right where it needs to be, by all means, I'm all for it. I'm cool with taking 1 year off if that means we're going to be dominating for another 3 to 4.
Yeah, and I got one last thing. I want to address all the other NFL fan bases. And I'm going to leave with this. One down year does not mean a dynasty is over. Let's get that
Hey, that's
straight
how I
right
got
now.
to.
Let's get that straight right now, because when the Patriots weren't winning for a mile, it took them 6 years to get back to being on top of the mountain. So this ain't over. We can get back. We don't know when we're gonna get back, but we can get back.
It ain't over.
Right. So I'm just gonna. I'm gonna give the organization a chance to get it right. But I do know one thing: because the organization we literally just saw them run back pretty much the same crew for this season, and didn't turn out well.
It didn't
You
work.
can't do that with this coaching staff. If you do that with this coaching staff, it's gonna be the same thing. Like I ain't gonna have expectations for next year if you're gonna run back the same coaching staff.
You brought Andy in there
So
to change the culture. That's what you brought him in there for. You brought Andy. You brought, well, I mean, you brought Brett. You upgraded Brett Veach for a GM.
Sorry, man. What are
Because
you?
you wanted. No, what I'm saying is that you did all these things because you wanted to bring a winning culture to Kansas City. You wanted to establish things back to Kansas City. Andy, now you're up for a new big challenge. You have to regain that culture back, that winning, that hungry, that we're going to be able to beat you not only in the pass game but also in the run game. You have to get back to that. And if that means that you got to cut ties, burn some bridges with some coaches to get back to that, you got to do that. That's a part of the business. But that's just how I roll with it. We just the key word for me is we have to have balance back in Kansas City. If we can't have balance back here, I'm worried about what's going to come back. I don't know what's going to happen.
all right, so country, you got any last thoughts before we get up out of here?
No, I think I've said enough.
All right. So with that being said, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in tonight.
I
Unfortunately,
gotta plug in.
we're in a brand new position that we never been in before. So,
That's okay.
you know, the strong make the strong survive with the content now. Since we're in unfamiliar territory. So, you know, we're gonna keep bringing that fire every week. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I'm about to plug my shit. Yeah. Real quick, we're gonna go ahead and do this. I need if you know this goes out. This is for Red Shirt Podcast. If you guys have any fans, if you are a fan that is playing either this Friday, Saturday, whatever, if you're playing this week, next week, it doesn't matter. If your team is in the college football playoff, please DM me or please DM DG at _ keep it prolific. We are going to be hosting a quote unquote call-in show where we get teams from all 12
or DM
all 12.
Kingdom Cast.
Yeah, or DM Kingdom Cast. That works out too. We are doing a call-in for the college football playoff. We're gonna do basically a quote unquote versus where we get, if you're a team of like say James Madison, which is crazy because I actually do know somebody who roots for James Madison.
yeah,
I gotta go get him from the Discord. And you got a fan from Oregon, they're going to explain for why they think that they're going to win or they think that they have a shot of winning. And then you got the other two, it's going to be a versus. And then it's just, even if there isn't a team to represent, say, for instance, I can't find somebody from Tulane I can't find somebody from Tulane. Yeah, Tulane we're just going to do one person from one team and they're just going to talk about it. So, yeah, just let me know.
Red Shirt Podcast Wednesdays.
This Wednesday 7 a.m. I think we're even doing 5:30 or 6. One of those times.
All right. So with that being said, don't forget to tune in to Tell the Truth tomorrow, people.
More mock drafts.
Yeah, get ready for that. Y'all gonna love that. And until the next episode, we out, Chase Kingdom. Don't forget the hype button as you leave. Don't forget to hit the hype button if you're watching on YouTube, please.
Yeah, my bad to y'all. If I cussed you out today, I'm sorry.
All right, we out.